Dolphins. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Allen's got it complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. For a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Back to throw here. Herbert gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. The second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3 from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. It's complete to Williams.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Herbert off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Channing Tindall able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Allen's got it.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. Probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they will stop him short and get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away.
Now Hill to return it. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Go, check.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here we go, check.
2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here we go.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Let's go now.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to Hill, right side complete. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That third down conversion, good for 23.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Herbert going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Herbert to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8.